What's up, everybody out there on YouTube? Welcome to Crypto Lifer, where crypto is life. If you came to my channel, then you're already doing the right thing. So let's keep the momentum going. Today I'd like to share my life story, my path, my journey into Bitcoin. A lot of people got into Bitcoin in many different ways, and that's what's beautiful about cryptocurrency. People came into it from many different facets of life. As long as they believe in a free world and a free economy, a place where you own your own bank, a place where you take responsibility for your financial success, that's what's important. That's what's crucial. So, how did I get into Bitcoin? A lot of my friends ask me, what makes you so thoroughly into Bitcoin? And something needs to happen to your brain first before you even get into Bitcoin. And something was happening to me way before Bitcoin even came around. It was almost as if, there was a little guardian angel kind of pushing me and bringing me down a journey that would lead me to understand why Bitcoin was important when I first found out about it. Now today is 9/11, and on this day I would like to have a moment of silence right now, even on my video, for all the people that died. I was in New York. I had been here only 2 weeks. I had come here to go to college, and then 9/11 happened. It changed the course of my life forever. I will never forget it. I was 18 years old. I had just moved to New York, and I even have another story about that, about how I experienced it, but I'll get into that at another time. Right now, I just like the moment of silence for everyone that lost their lives in 9/11. All the people in the flames, the people that went to work that day, the firefighters, the policemen, the EMTs, all the people that rushed to help another person. People that are still dealing with lung issues, cancer, and are not getting the money. Moment of silence. And I just want to say, God bless all the souls that were lost in 9/11. With that being said, once 9/11 occurred, it took me about 8 months. The shock just hit me first, and I kind of went along life. And then about 8 months later, I started asking some questions. I started watching videos. Someone handed me loose change where a guy showed me many videos burning, and I could get into the conspiracy theories on and on and on, but that's not the point. The point is, 9/11 made me question my reality, made me start wondering other things that I didn't know, or things that I thought to be true, which were not true. As I got deeper into it, it led me to the Federal Reserve. I got to what's called National Inflation Association, inflation.us. I don't really want to put them out there because do your due diligence. I believe they're a pump and dump. I did get into the stock market through them because I didn't know any better. And to this day, every once in a while, they give you some actually good stock tips that make sense. But for the most part, you got to tread water, and I really don't want to promote it in a positive way. You can know about it. You can check it out. I'm not even going to be putting a link in the description below. But if you want to go to inflation.us, you can go there now and look at it. But be very careful. Anything you put in there, expect to lose immediately. That being said, they were an alternative media source on YouTube, and they were telling me about the Federal Reserve, how they're printing your money to nothing, and I just didn't understand it. I took 2 or 3 years trying to learn it on YouTube, and I still didn't fully understand the monetary system in which I lived in. I didn't understand how the banking system works. No one explained fractional reserve lending to me. They didn't explain how the Federal Reserve sells bonds to banks, how banks buy and sell bonds at a profit, immediately creating inflation because the Federal Reserve has a zero balance. Yet they write checks all the time, which is fraud. I could get into it a lot, but these led me to Mike Maloney. Mike Maloney got me into The Hidden Secrets of Money, which was an amazing documentary. It's a documentary. I'd like to put it in the description below. Anyone who wants to see financial wealth in their life, who cares about themselves, who really truly believes that you need to watch your money to be more successful in life, and you do. To be more successful as a teacher, you need to take more classes and research so you can be a better teacher to people. To be a better doctor, you have more and more patience, you gain experience. To be good at learning about money, you need to research it. It needs to be something you take some time out of your day or a few hours a week and spend some time finding out about the monetary system, about the banking system. This will help you make other decisions in your life later on. As I got deeper into it, Mike Maloney fully explained the monetary system, and I still didn't get it. It took me 3 more years of watching these videos over and over and over again. Maybe I was subconsciously being brainwashed by outside sources, making me unlearn what I learned, until I was able to hammer in the learning over and over again and trust and believe it. I find Peter Schiff, and he's on YouTube saying we're in for an economic housing collapse. He goes on Fox News and puts his whole reputation on the line and says, the market's going to collapse. You're going to see a real estate bubble like you've never seen. I told my parents and families and friends, no one really truly believed me. I was watching these videos about 4 months before the economic collapse really happened. I lost my job at the time, so I was directly affected by this as well. So what happened was, Peter Schiff was telling me, buy gold, buy gold. Now, 2005, I was already interested in buying gold. At the time, gold was $400 an ounce. And I had a good friend, my friend Mo, and he was saying, Sam, you're a smart guy, what would you do? And I said, I'd buy a bunch of gold right now. I'd hold it in 10 years, it'd be worth $1,000. I was exactly right. The sad thing is I had no money at the time. I was a college kid, and I didn't buy not 1 ounce of gold. I also didn't have my mind right. I didn't realize that I could pull things into my reality if I really focused on them and wanted them with true desire. Eventually I desired gold so bad and I acquired it. I did, and buying my first ounce of gold was an amazing experience. It felt really good. There was like a lightness to it. I realized I had taken some money that the Federal Reserve, the phony funny money, and put it in a real asset. An asset I didn't have to worry about so much. I actually was relieved the first day I bought gold because I had taken a portion of my wealth away from money-hungry bankers and people that did not have my interests at heart. I started a business. I was selling drones online, connected to my other YouTube channel, Remote Chief. I'm selling drones in the street, and a guy walks by wearing a weird shirt. I think it was a Bitcoin shirt, honestly. And I think I had known what Bitcoin was. I had bought a computer off of a kid in 2013, and he was explaining to me people were mining these little things that was a code. I was reading an article about it, and I was trying to figure it out. It got really, really complicated, and I eventually put it down and forgot about it. A couple years go by, and this guy walks by, and I remember the emblem, the symbol, the Bitcoin symbol, and I said, hey, you have a Bitcoin shirt on. How come you have a Bitcoin shirt on? That's cool. And he was kind of antagonistic to me about how far do the drones go. A lot of people did that to me when I was selling drones in the street. Asked me a lot of foolish questions, wasted my time. But eventually, after challenging each other a little bit, we learned something about each other's personalities and we liked each other. He's still my friend on Facebook. He told me that he was one of the coders that working underneath head coders that helped create Ethereum. So with that, he was very close to the crypto space, and he told me he's trading tokens all the time. This is in 2015. He shows me CoinMarketCap. I have no idea what he's talking about. I'm like, but he gives me the website, and I go on it, and I look at it, and I just see all these little things and numbers, and I'm like, wait, you buy a token? Like, you buy a token for... At the time, there wasn't hundreds of people on YouTube where I could reference this information and kind of like cross-reference it. I also wasn't that deep in the YouTube community. I didn't know who to find and where to go. I wish I did, because at that time, I really would have bought in Bitcoin just out of curiosity, because I thought it was cool. It was probably $100 at the time, $200. No reason I wouldn't have bought at least $1,000 worth. Huh. Sad to say I didn't. But I did know what Bitcoin was. And I saw it go, and then NIA came back into my life. They send me emails, I get their updates. Again, I think they could be a scam. I don't know what's going on with them, but every once in a while they would give me some good information. I got good at deciphering when they were pumping and when they were trying to ride a good wave. Because, you know, to do pump and dumps, what they have to do is, like, they send you 20 emails, but 3 of them are real and really make money. So then they can slide the pump and dumps in between, so you get confused. That way they can keep moving, and they have somewhat of a reputation. And I think that's what they're doing over there. Anyway, I found out that Bitcoin was going for $500 a coin, and they were telling me it's going to go to 600, it's going to go to 7. The Chinese are buying up Bitcoin. Oh my God. And sure enough, boom, 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 boom. Prices started going up like crazy. It was insane. And I was so upset because once it hit $1,000, like, I had just kind of started playing the stock market, and to me, that was a share. And a company that's $1,000 a share was just outlandish to me. It was just it was an insane idea. Little did I know that 18 months later, I would be buying my first Bitcoin for around $3,000. I kept buying, cost averaging. I day traded. I saw my account hit the moon, and I'm talking over 6 figures, guys. And that was in 2017. And then I saw my account go all the way down again. I ended up breaking even through it all. Didn't lose anything, except for the profits that I should have had. But I never fully obtained them anyway. They were all virtual until I hit the sell button. But I went on a wild ride of my life that nothing, no information has ever done. Like, there's nothing else I had learned like that had changed me. The only thing close is droning. When I put on goggles and I fly a drone high above the sky and I go around, like, that's insane to me. But it's still, like, when I learned about Bitcoin, it became my life. And that's why this channel is Crypto Lifer. I can't believe it took me this long. I started Kinetic Crypto, found out someone else had the name like a year later. So, but don't let anything discourage you. If you're going to start a channel, just go and do it. Do it right now. Look at me. I have my 2 videos up. I maybe have 30 views if I'm lucky. But you know what? That's 30 more views than I had yesterday. 30 more people that will come back, possibly turn into 60 to 90. It's all about progression. You have to just keep grinding and grinding and grinding. Anyway, here we are now. Bitcoin sitting at around 10,000 on September 11th, 2019. I never thought I would be where I am in life, and I also never thought I would be into this crypto space so heavily. It's insane how much it's changed me, and it's insane how much I've learned. But that's basically my story. 9/11 was the first catalyst that led me into National Inflation Association. They were doing, someone had basically a 9/11 conspiracy video, and then there was a conspiracy video with the Federal Reserve. I got into the Federal Reserve, I got to national inflation, I got to Mike Maloney, Peter Schiff. And what's interesting is now Peter is still kind of against Bitcoin. He's still a heavy gold advocate. And I tweeted him the other day, I said, Peter, you're the reason I buy Bitcoin. Like, you explained to me the Federal Reserve. You explained to me supply and demand. I then started buying gold because of you. And then I saw a similar asset that I could move around. Like right now I could fly anywhere with a Trezor in my backpack. It could be $1 million in it. And I can get on a plane and do whatever I need to do. If I had $10,000 in gold and it wasn't in a necklace and it wasn't in jewelry, I'd have to declare it. That makes Bitcoin amazing. Anyone that says it doesn't have an intrinsic value basically doesn't travel enough, or obviously doesn't have enough money to buy $100,000 in gold, because if they did, they'd realize how $100,000 in Bitcoin is just amazing. But that's all I got to say today. I want you guys to know that crypto is my life. I'm going to make it my duty and my part to constantly give you good information, teach you where to go, teach you who to follow on YouTube, because I'm not the best. I'm not truly an expert. There's people better than me. But what I can do is introduce you to them. So stay with my channel. I'm like a tree. I'm like a branch in a tree, connecting you to many other branches. So come to my channel every day. Check it out. See what's going on. Comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications so you can get notified when my next video gets posted. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.